Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Super Lorcana World, and welcome to Market Watch. This is your one-stop shop for everything Lorcana related to the marketplace. And things are going pretty crazy, so we have lots to talk about today. If you guys enjoy this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. We are a new channel and everything and all that. We gotta grow. Got some growing to do. Alright. Booster boxes have exceeded $400 and climbing. Stop. It's just... Oh man, this is absolute lunacy. This is insane. We know a second wave is coming of these boxes. We can just calm down for now, okay? At $400 a box, you have a very low chance of pulling your money back. You really, really do. You don't want to do that. You just don't want to do that. Next up, this also remains the most expensive card in this set. Just being expensive, $6.89 for near mint, $6.67 for light play. I don't know why you light play, but yes, it's just expensive. It's in the best deck of the format, and the card's pretty good. Yeah. While we're out of here, the regular version is at 45 bucks. It's kind of been going down in price. It's been up there, and now it's also been down there. Someone actually sold them for 65 bucks. I don't know how that happened, but it happens, you know, and they were up a little bit. So, you know, this card's bouncing back and forth. It'll continue to bounce back and forth. It'll do what it does. Rapunzel, though, she exploded all over the place here. She's now, again, the most expensive ultra rare, or legendary, in Lorcana. And I'm not surprised. She's the best card in the set. I've been saying that forever. And people are buying her. People are buying her. Look, like 75 bucks, 69.69. You know what I mean? 69 again. Like 70. People are spending the money on Rapunzel. They are. This will crash, and Rapunzel will fall back down in price soon. I just don't know how high it's gonna get before it starts falling, but it's headed back downwards. Just so you know. Maleficent the Dragon is 40 bucks. Really got nothing to add to this one. It's Maleficent. It's a dragon. Not as many sales as Rapunzel. It just keeps hovering at around 40 bucks. You know, you look at this. The singles market for Lorcana is actually, like, really fluid. People are just selling. Whenever, like, for fun, I listed a few listings on the internet yesterday. And I sold all my cards within like 20 minutes. It was crazy. Like on Marketplace and Facebook and all that. So like people are eyeing up cards. They are really just buying cards, and they're not even trying to hassle much of a deal. Someone freaking paid full price for some cards. People are just doing that because they want to play the game. So that's a good thing. People are willing to pay ridiculous prices for the game. But just keep in mind that prices will be going down in price. Starter decks, 43 bucks, are things you should just stay away from altogether. Just don't do that. One more time for cheaper. By a lot. Tinkerbell is at 30 bucks still. Not much to say here. She ain't fallen. I was kind of curious if the news of today's card reveals were done in the price. Because technically Tinkerbell is really bad against Resist. And we're going to talk about another card shortly that is really affected by the news of the second chapter cards. But yeah, we gotta start thinking about the future, right? Because there's not many big tournaments in Set 1. So we gotta start thinking about Set 2. And as more and more Set 2 cards come out, we have to start thinking about what cards might be good in the future sets. And I have a few examples of those too as we go. So, yeah. For now, ignore this card. Pretend it doesn't exist. Mickey Mouse here is at 25 bucks and just going down. Less and less people are finding the appeal to Mickey Mouse, the BLT. The bacon, lettuce, tomato, you know, and it just doesn't do much. It has good stats, it just doesn't do much, and that's probably what's causing some of the decline, you know, lack of interest. John freaking Silver has exploded in price today. The news of that green bell, John Silver is the legendary that pairs the best with it, and people have been buying John Silver today. People have been buying it today. And it's been hitting some prices, you know. It hit 15 bucks up here. It hit 17 bucks up here, and it hit 17 again, and 17 up there, and 20 bucks. Now this is hype. This will eventually cool off. And that is how it is. There are other cards that give Reckless that would force your opponent to attack into a bell. And I forgot to actually bring up a card, so I'll bring it up after this. But yeah, John Silver here is very, very, very interesting. You see, this is the example of cards to invest in that could get supported, right? Reckless is a really cool ability because it makes things that don't want to quest not quest, and forcing an attack is pretty strong. So yeah, John Silver going up does not surprise me. I might sell my copies, honestly. I might. I'm very tempted to sell my copies of John Silver right now. No, wait, I'm gonna look up the card that I forgot to look up earlier. I completely blew past me, but Smash. People have been buying Smashes as well. Like, Smash outs the green bell. It does. It does. It's a $2 with shipping now, freaking common card. Pretty good. And if you look at just the foil ones here, $5. I feel like some foil ones were bought today, and it doesn't surprise me. Keep an eye on Smash. See if anything happens with it. I don't think it'll hit $10, but like, it is one of the outs to that bell. And don't forget, Smash is one of those cards in the early stages of the game that it outs anything annoying that has 3 or less toughness. So if something has 3 toughness that you want to get rid of with a Smash, like Green Bell, Smash will just be considered in the back of the brain, right? So things to keep in mind there. Stitch, the Surfer. This card has gone up. It's been seeing some action, some buying action. Not a lot of buying action, but like this card used to be dirt cheap for Legendary, and now it's all the way up to $24 basically. And people are starting to realize how good this card is, which is really, really cool. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Cards going up. Wait to see where it goes, and then maybe sell these Stitches if you got them, because I expect them to go back down in price. I want to issue you a friendly reminder that Flynn Rider here, this uncommon card, is $4. And this is just the way that some boxes go, right? You can pull Flynn Riders in your boxes, but you can also pull things like Tamatoas and get hammed. And you can also pull things like the Green Beast and get hammed really hard. That's why I would not recommend buying boxes at $400 each, because you could get hammed extremely hard by these anomalies, these randomly low cards. You could high roll in the commons and uncommons, sure, why not? But like, in terms of the cards where the money slots are, you could pull this ugly looking crab, or you could pull this beast that no one has seemed to figure out yet. But I will say that this card gets a lot better if we have better cards that spread damage around. Like, I'm just saying. Maybe something to keep in mind. Another legendary you might want to consider investing in. The Mickey Mouse Gen Con promo seems to have settled at around $165. But not really. Because if you look at these... again, new seller alert for what that's worth. A lot of new sellers right now. 31 listings, and then this card goes crazy. And I expect this card to actually kind of go crazy, because Gen Con was the first event that people went insano bananas for. And these promos will dry up faster than you think they will, and they will be a collectible item, and they will be more than $165. I promise you. I'm holding on my playset. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for a good paycheck until I move them. Goofy. Let's talk about Goofy though. The other promo from the other European convention that happened. There are less of these, and that will also cause this to be a very expensive promo. It's already more than Mickey Mouse, which doesn't surprise me. And don't forget that I'm expecting a Donald Duck. That's the third Musketeer, right? I'm expecting them to complete the set, and people will sell these as a set, assuming they do a Donald Duck Musketeer, which I don't know why they wouldn't. People will sell them as a set, as a premium. That could be a thing, like for real. Not screwing you around. That could be a thing. So, yeah. Mickey Mouse Detective, the promo that you get at your locals is at $40, but almost gone. Again, don't give into the hype. It was 30, and people are going crazy for it. Do not go crazy for it. It's not worth it. And I want to talk about this card. So, Mickey Mouse, the Wayward Sorcerer, is a broom support card, okay? What do you think happens to this particular art of this particular card if a broom gets announced? Could be in the second chapter, could be in the third chapter, or maybe just another card that supports brooms, you know what I mean? Think about that. These are the kind of decisions that I make as like a card vendor, because I'm not all about the daily buy and sell and the flip and all that. I'm also about investing and sticking my money in places where I think have a good return. So as a vendor, as an investor, I look at this card and I think to myself, this card is another broom away from being announced for this card exploding. Because you can bet your butt if we get another broom, this card will go crazy. If we don't, if for some reason we never get another broom, then probably not. And also don't forget that as the second wave comes out and all that, this might go down in price. But, maybe it's worth the gamble to you. Maybe you keep an eyeball on it. Maybe you think and you say, okay, I don't want to buy this card right now, but if it drops to maybe 250, maybe I pick up some copies of it. Because if we get that broom, it might go vroom. You know what I mean? So, just keep that stuff in mind. Things like the John Silver, that were already, that's on Explosion because of a card that was announced, right? These are things that can happen in card games. And we are seeing that now that the first set is out, the second set is starting to be revealed. We're starting to see some of this. And we will see more of this. So think about cards that think they might, see play based on other cards being announced, because that will happen and it will cause cards to go up in price. So start using your brains and thinking about it. That's it for today's Market Watch, though. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about today's watch, and I'll see you later. Bye.